Your Grace, may we
Yes.
meet you, sir?
Thank you so much.
So, please, your name.
My name is Lamido Ali Buba.
Okay, Lamido Ali Buba. Okay.
Buba, yes.
Are you from House of Fulani extraction?
I am of Fulani extraction.
Fulani?
Yes.
Wow.
So my
Uh-huh.
father was Fulani,
Okay.
and I came from Fulani background.
Background. Wow. You know, the name Fulani is like it's a threat to so many people as far as Nigeria is concerned.
You see,
should I run away?
No. Let me explain to you.
Okay, Bill, Your Grace.
Fulani is a tribe. It's not a religion, and so you cannot criminalize a tribe. You can criminalize individuals, but not a tribe. For instance, in the history of Nigeria, there was a time when armed robbery was known or identified with a particular region.
Exactly.
But they were not called armed robbers.
All of them.
No, but it started there. Whenever you hear the name of that region, you automatically know that it's threatened by armed robbery. But they are never criminalized as armed robbery.
Or demonized.
Yes, or demonized.
I got you, sir.
So the tribe itself, I'm not sure it's fair on the people generally who belong to that tribe to say that Fulani is a bad tribe or is a religion in itself, and so on. So you cannot criminalize the tribe.
I totally agree with you, sir.
Yes.
I totally agree with you, sir. Viewers, you can hear him, and that is the truth. We don't generalize. Wherever you have bad people, we have good people.
Yeah.
So, and you don't just label a group or a tribe, bad name, demonize them because there are fraction of them that are into whatever they are doing.
Yeah.
But in this interview, you're going to be hearing more of him. I wouldn't want to go much in your background, but I got interested when I heard that you have escaped more than 30 assassinations.
Yes.
I was like, what happened? Tell us your story.
Well, you see, I became a Christian as a teenager.
Okay, you were once a Muslim.
Yes.
Okay. What about your father?
And my father was Muslim.
Muslim, okay.
And my mother was Muslim.
Okay.
She just died now.
Oh.
Even though she confessed to receive Christ, but she was buried as a Muslim.
Oh.
Even though we know she was a believer.
Okay.
So, looking at my name, Ali Buba Lamido. Ali is a Muslim name.
Exactly.
Buba is a Fulani name, but it's a short form of Abubakar.
Oh, okay.
Then Lamido is a Fulani name, and that is the paramount chief of the Fulanis. So, naturally, all Fulanis or most Fulanis are Muslims. So, having me converted as a Christian since 1971, and I was baptized 1972, more than 50 years ago. So it's difficult for me to live comfortably within a society. At the time of my conversion, I did not suffer persecution, so I was comfortable. But shortly after, especially in the 80s, I started experiencing persecution from Muslims, from even within the family who are Muslims and so on. But it got more when I was consecrated bishop in 1997,
Bishop of which denomination?
bishop of the Anglican Church.
Anglican Church, okay.
Yeah. So that makes it more than 30 years back in Zaria. I have been attacked several times physically
By who?
by gunmen. Gunmen.
Okay.
Now you cannot say they are unknown gunmen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like now.
They're being called unknown gunmen.
Yes. So I believe that the security agents could arrest them. They know it and so on. But nothing has been done. Even the last one, the last attack, I was attacked like 3 years ago. My attackers were arrested.
Okay.
They were shown an interview on national television of the channels. They confessed, they agreed. I have the video clip.
I would like to show it as we are this interview is going.
Yeah, and they have not been. They were arrested, and they were released. So I have been in hiding for good 4 years. Within the 30 years you are talking about, 4 good years, I and my family were in hiding from hotel to hotel, from military barrack to military barrack, and to our house and so on. And that has been the life I have lived as a Christian
Sure.
of Muslim background. So if one is not properly converted and you don't have the conviction of following Christ, it's enough to give up. But glory be to God. God has kept me and my family alive, and God is faithful.
You said they are not unknown gunmen. Please, who are they? Let's remove sentiment. Or
Well,
what sentiment aside.
yes, good questions. Who are they?
Yes, sir.
You see, I had received letters of threats, many of them claiming that I have been converting Muslims to Christianity. Sometimes they'll write me such anonymous letters, and then after that, the attacks will follow. But you also know that within the last 15 years, Boko Haram has grown all over the country,
Yeah.
and they have their targets. Some of us who are Muslim background believers have been targeted. So if they had succeeded in getting rid of us, it would have been a plus for them. It's difficult to say this is the person, but you can always pinpoint and say these are the people attacking, these are the people attacking. But the sad thing is that when this thing happens, our security agents will not work hard to arrest such people.
That's the case.
Yes. So one is tempted to say that there are a lot of compromises in our security system. So that is it.
Few days ago, about 20 something people were murdered in Benue,
Yes.
including 2-year-old child.
Yes.
So the local government chairman of that particular community, that area, came lamenting. He said, and the painful aspect of this, they were murdered behind army barracks. So the guy, was like, "What's going on?" He said the army told them we are not mandated to confront this.
And this is a common to see. The diocese I worked in Musasa, behind the barracks, 2 miles away, I had 7 churches. These bandits and kidnappers will come and operate and raid the villages of these 7 churches, take away the women, rape them, burn the homes, kill the men for good 16 years. It has been happening. This is behind the army barrack in Kaduna, and nobody, no soldier has gone out to protect these people.
So,
It was only one commander, I don't want to mention his name, who came out to say he cannot allow this thing to happen. And they had a little piece, they were brought out of the bush, which is just behind the barrack, and they came and settled within the barrack. So I will tell you the truth. Even me, when I was hiding in the barracks, a commandant sent me away from the barracks. He said, I can't stay in the barracks. Some of the commanders gave me a chalet to live. Another one, who is a Christian, came to say that I can't live there. And he gave orders that we should leave, I and my family.
a Christian?
Yes, but forget about whether he's a Christian or
I
not.
got you. He's obeying orders.
Just say, no, not even obey orders, because he was in charge. He had the power to give his guest house or chalets and so on to us as his predecessor did. But when he came, he ejected us.
Wow.
You see? So one would expect that because he's military, he's security agent, is the right person to protect us. So this is the nature of what is happening. By mere saying that they have not been given orders to fight and protect people is just, it's just a mere complaint.
So now, you old enough to know that this is a calculated plan against Nigerians. Can you tell us what you think within your own imagination or thought or knowledge why these guys are into this particular banditry?
You see,
They kill people, they don't even take the body, they don't steal from there, just slaughter you and go. What is the brain behind it?
you see, Nigeria's situation grew up successfully. The Boko Haram grew in 2009 with the killing of Yusuf, their leader, and they started fighting. They are indigenous people to Borno State, and they constituted themselves to what is called Boko Haram, and the fighting has now been on for 15 years today. But if you can recall, there has been fight between herdsmen and farmers.
Yeah, that's it.
During the government of Buhari, that was on, and they couldn't manage it. They just saw it as a mere fight between farmers and herders. But that was beyond that. They were holding dangerous weapons, they were killing people, and so on. In my own opinion, Buhari as Fulani could have been the right people to fight them.
But he was supporting them.
I'm bringing it to support, to a stop. Even if, well, I don't know whether he supported them or not, but as a Fulani himself, he could have finished the case. Now, if another person who is a leader is fighting the same war, They will even charge him for genocide against a particular tribe. Now they grew into kidnapping. Now you just look at a Fulani whose income in a year is not more than 100,000 naira. He will farm a little, he will sell a goat or a ram, and all will be like 100,000 in a year. That is enough for them for the year. Now they are used to collecting millions of naira. You hear 10 million, 50 million, 100 million to pay as a ransom, and they are used to this money. How can they stop it?
They can't. There was a Fulani guy that had an interview. He said, Bafulatani, Sanwa, Baya Harbe, Harishe, Bindiga. No, say no, ma.
Yes.
Government in Mexico, Akomana, Bindiga. Which means now we don't give birth to guns.
Yeah.
The government are the one giving us guns.
Yeah.
So, what can you tell us about that particular statement?
You see, why he may make that statement, they know where they are buying their guns. These are sophisticated weapons. If you are fighting a war, for instance, if there is a gunshot and you get the cartridge, on the cartridge, you will find where the bullet has number where it's manufactured. Has anyone come out to tell you that these guns are from Brazil, Italy, Germany? Well, nobody talks about it. And there are many gun runners.
So they say government give them. Do you have any knowledge about how government is supplying guns to them?
Well,
that was what the guy
it's
said.
difficult to say, but if they say government give them, probably because of the level of corruption in our country, it's possible that they hire these things to them, or they sell them.
Yeah, but
Small arms are in the hands of many people in Nigeria. Then you have to put behind your mind that the borders of Nigeria is porous. With the fall of Gaddafi, with the fall of Mali, now all this, including Chad and Cameroon, the rebels come in to the north through these borders unchecked. They come to sell their weapons and return freely. So if you look at it very carefully, this ECOWAS, Economic Community of West Africa, has never helped Nigeria on anything. Because of the free movement, the borders are porous. Everybody can come into Nigeria with anything unchecked. They come and do what they want to do and return back.
You talked about the borders. I remember during Buhari, he closed down Seme border.
Yes.
There was no rice coming. But when we made our investigation, we discovered that the borders through Niger were still open.
Yes.
And we need to see those rights and everything being smuggled through that area. Can you tell us that this is a plan, since he's a Fulani man, by Fulani? I also heard Buba Marwa saying that how all this started, that they brought their Fulani brothers from Mali, different part of the African countries. They brought them in. From Niger, you mentioned them, Guinea.
Yeah, there are many allegations
Buba Marwa claimed
on that. The allegations on that is that if some of them fail elections, this kind of people who are gunmen will fight for them. That's one allegation that is going on. But another thing that you will come to notice about this weapon in Nigeria is that now it is common, there are many gun runners who will import guns not only through the borders but through the sea, and they will bring them into Nigeria and sell them to the public, including these kidnappers and so on. And um, they have more weapons than even the military. Then you come to look at the level of corruption in Nigeria. The budget of defense is always the highest to buy and purchase weapons. Where are the weapons?
They just hand them over to the bandits, or the Boko Haram. Because
Not even handing it to the budget. Are they really purchased?
that's another story.
Are they really purchased? So you see, an army now or a soldier enrolled into Nigeria and is just enrolled to go and die
That's it.
because they are armless. They take them to Maiduguri after 4 months of training. These soldiers, they don't follow Boko Haram to fight them in the bush. They sit down in the barracks, and in the barracks they come, Boko Haram will come and kill them. And that is it. So that is what is happening. That's the experience that is happening. And almost all over the country. It's more severe in the north, but it's down in the east, it's down in the west. So all over the country, you have this banditry.
So we really need to figure out what is their mission. What do they want to achieve? These people.
Yeah, but Boko Haram has started their mission.
What is the
They
mission?
want to take over Nigeria and Islamize
Now
Nigeria.
you are talking. That's exactly.
They had already stated their mission, which is clear. So it's a full-blown war. They want to take over. So our military needs to be mobilized and seriously. That is if the military themselves are not divided, and that is if Boko Haram has not infiltrated the military itself.
Wonderful viewers, as you can hear, this is your Grace, an Archbishop in Anglican Church, who happened to be a Fulani man, a Muslim, turned a Christian, sharing his story, how he escaped more than 30 times assassination attempt on him. The painful aspect of this is when those people are caught, they have been let go. This is Nigeria for you. I don't know what you think about this submission from our father here. It's not really easy. At his age, he's still living in hiding, running from problem with his family. I don't know. Who do we run to? The answer is yours from there. And in conclusion, your grades. Though
Yeah.
we don't talk about Church of Nigeria briefly, if you permit me. But
Yes.
before we talk about the Church of Nigeria,
Yes.
I discovered something. Each time there is an attack in the southeast against the military, against the uniform men,
Yes.
most times you see a launch attack. In fact, there was an incident in our to be precise. I saw a helicopter throwing bomb on the community. People were running a skater. Innocent people who don't know what happened.
Yes.
Somebody said they killed a soldier, they did attacked a policeman. But you see this incident see happen in the north, going to a barrack to bomb a military base. No helicopter flies.
Yes.
Nothing happened. What can you tell us about this particular partial approach?
No, you
in
say
fighting
you
insecurity?
cannot say no helicopter is seen because there are instances where helicopters have been seen dropping people and firearms.
Who are they dropping? Who are they giving the fire?
That is the question. Now, the question we need to ask our security agents if they will be sincere to the citizens, I know in most cases they are not accountable to the citizens. If they were accountable to the citizens, they will tell you laws which war they are fighting. But nobody is telling us anything. All what we hear is that there's attack here and they are pursuing them. They will tell you we are on top of the situation. And when you say 40 has been killed, then the security agents will come and tell you, no, it's not 40.
Well,
It is only 10.
no, no,
So,
excuse me, Your Grace.
yes.
My question is, if any military man is killed in the southeast, to be precise, you see the military coming to revenge for the person they killed. But the same thing happens in the north. They don't come for any revenge.
Yeah. You know, the case of the East is slightly, is not different from what is happening. Terrorism is terrorism. But what makes the case of East, I think, special to government is the idea of Kanu coming out to claim that he is fighting for Biafra.
Biafra.
And you know, for over 50 years, there is agitation for Biafra.
Yeah.
I am not sure that's a serious issue. And I'm not sure that Kanu is worth fighting for. Because Kanu in the East cannot even be considered as an elder.
Exactly.
And is someone the government can bring together his likes and then interview them. What do you want?
Exactly.
What is the, because the problem of the East in real sense is not even the agitation for a country, is a case of agitation for good treatment against marginalization.
Exactly. That is it.
And if the Igbos are treated well in the country, there won't be agitation for any Biafra. So what the government needed to have done is that they have made the case of Kanu so important, and they have made him so important instead of really um, curing
The
the
problem.
problem of the East, which they are not addressing. Now, if you go to the East, you see the level of poverty, you see untarred roads, you see where there's no water, you see erosion, and so many things like that, unattended to. That is the case of the East,
Exactly.
and not the case of we want our country. If, for example, the Igbos want their country, let's say there are 5 good states that are purely Igbo, only 5. Now, where would their border be? They are in the middle of Nigeria. They have to use Nigerian airspace if they are giving country. You think of so many things, but our government cannot sit down. I think they are afraid of calling a national conference where people can sit and talk and decide for themselves where we want, how we want to be governed, and so on. So up to now that we are talking, you know, people have not been called to talk about their nationality. Even the constitution we are using was drafted by the military.
They're correct.
So what are we talking about? No, we are just going backward. Look at the economy of Nigeria. It's about oil. 95% of the economy of Nigeria is oil. And even in the oil with the multinational corporations, I bet you Nigeria is not profiting 30% of the oil she's getting. We are not getting that in the country.
Never.
And even with that, what the governors will do, they are not looking at making industries and factories
No.
within their state.
No.
They are just waiting for at the end of the month to go to Abuja and collect their subvention and come back and pay workers and then use some for security. And you know how some will be taken. So this is the routine of Nigeria. It is not about Nigeria being a third world country. The problem of Nigeria is mismanagement and bad governance.
Thank you.
It's bad governance.
Do you think it's going to be better?
The only thing I think that can change Nigeria is a complete overhaul, I must say.
How?
Now, how? If we have a powerful government that can call for a national conference,
Goodluck Jonathan did.
Goodluck Jonathan
And
did.
they ignored
They not only ignored him, they removed him from power.
through Boko Haram.
Yes. They removed him from power because they didn't want it. You see?
Who are they?
Who are they?
Those that didn't want it, who are they?
Now, you see, Goodluck Jonathan, for instance, relied on the northern oligarchy.
Yeah.
Now, this northern oligarchy, they are powerful. They are holding Nigeria economy.
The cabals.
And they are not in possession of the real economy. It's oil economy in the south. And they own most of the oil wells. They are into that business.
Almost all.
They are into that business. And nobody can talk about it. Nobody can ask for correction. Now, if you begin to talk now, they are beginning to politicize it. They say they are now getting oil in the north. There are oil deposits in Maiduguri. There's this and this. But all these are just distractions. You know? So nobody is working towards the oneness of Nigeria. Nobody is working towards Nigeria. No, it can only be better when we have someone who is ready to reunite Nigeria as one country.
With the electoral system.
Well, the electoral system, as you can see, the president appoints the chair, they fund it, and he who pays the piper pays the food.